The Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl is a statewide celebration of scholarship. This tradition has been testing students' knowledge and highlighting future leaders since 1985. Thank you to everyone who participated in Quiz Bowl this year, and congratulations to those of you who have made it to the finals today. Here's a question to get you warmed up. Arkansas has produced many famous people, and arguably one of the most famous popularized such songs as Ring of Fire and A Boy Named Sue. In what Arkansas town was Johnny Cash born?
Live from the Arkansas PBS studios in Conway, it's Quiz Bowl 2025. This year marks a special milestone for Quiz Bowl and Arkansas PBS. We are celebrating 40 years of partnership in bringing you the Quiz Bowl State Championships, and we are thrilled that you are joining us today. 14 teams have dedicated their season to reaching the pinnacle of Quiz Bowl competition here in Arkansas. Under these television lights, 7 of those teams will achieve the title of state champion. Right now, we have the 3A state championship featuring Haas Hall Fayetteville and the Haas Hall Bentonville. Let's meet the teams.
Hi, my name is Anirudh Satish. I am a sophomore at Haas Hall Fayetteville, and may the best team win.
James Tansky, captain, senior, quarterback.
I'm Tyler Johnson. I'm a junior at Haas Hall Fayetteville and the other captain, and I'm glad to be back.
My name is Jonathan D. Gretzmeyer. I am a junior at Haas Hall Fayetteville, and I play to win.
Chance Heck, 6'5", 11th grade, linebacker.
Christopher Wayudi, 11th grade, punter.
My name is Dominique Augustus Fitz. I'm 11th grade for Haas Fayetteville, and I put down my Prozetta to be here.
My name is Leo Yu. I'm a 10th grader at Haas Hall Fayetteville, and today I am proud because I will feel indifferent for what will happen next.
My name's Andrew Simmons. I'm in 11th grade. I'm the wide receiver, and I'm 6'11".
I'm Robert Petz. I'm a senior, 6'4", 210, tight end.
Nathan Ma, junior, 6'7", 860, special teams.
Caden Wynn, 11th grade, 3'2", goalkeeper.
Hi, I'm Austin Bain, coach, secondary coach, and defensive coordinator of the year.
My name is Isaac Erpelmeyer. I'm the coach of Haas Hall Fayetteville, and I want to give a special shout out to the other coaches and friends of Quiz Bowl for making me Coach of the Year 3A. Thank you.
My name is Shruti. I'm the captain of this team, and low-key, I'm just a silly guy.
My name is Arush Dalbakta. I'm a junior on this team, and with the next pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Saints select Shruti Nanapaneni.
I'm Ezra Moeller. I'm a junior, and I am a fan of Arush's spawn camping and laser tag last night.
I'm Anj Kumar. I'm a sophomore, and I hate Arush's spawn camping.
I'm Blake Martin. I'm a sophomore, Boomer Sooner.
My name is Rush Corbin. I'm a sophomore, Woo Pig.
I'm Lush Chenard. I'm a junior, and I'm the most humble guy on the team.
My name is Ming Lee. I'm a senior, and I'd like to thank my friends and family for supporting me here.
My name is Audrey. I'm a senior, and I say, let 'em crash.
My name is Juan Casada. I'm a junior, and I got lost on the way to Cool Guy Convention. Go Canes.
Hi, my name is Reese Smith. I'm a senior. Shout out to my brothers-in-law for drilling sports with me, and a little secret, a wet bird never flies at night.
I'm Anjanette Levings, and I'm the coach of this team. I just want to give a shout out to those who are competing at ACTM today, and also I read Absalom, Absalom, Absalom like some people read the Bible.
And there it is, the hardware that these teams are competing for. So who is going to take home the state championship? Let's find out right now. Let's get started with round 1, a 20-question toss-up round. To do that, we turn it over to our quiz master, Josh Adams.
All right. Welcome both teams to our 3A state championship, Haas Hall Fayetteville and Haas Hall Bentonville. You guys worked hard to get to this point. and I hope you guys have some fun while we play this game today. All right, so we'll start our first quarter, which was 20 toss-up questions, and with that, let's start round one.
Round one.
All right, hands on buzzers, here we go. This style of music was employed by Estonian composer Arvo Pärt in works like Spiegel im Spiegel. Name this repetitive and simple style of music that composers Haas Fayetteville Caden.
Polka.
Not polka. That composers like Stephen Reich, John Adams, and Philip Glass are known for. Haas Bentonville, Shruti.
Marches.
It's also incorrect. It's the minimalism style of music. Number 2, some versions of this text include extra books called Apocrypha. Haas Fayetteville, James.
The Bible.
That's correct. Archimedes' principle states that the magnitude of this phenomenon equals Haas Fayetteville, James.
Buoyancy.
That's correct. Number 4, this organization's blue helmets, currently Haas Bentonville 1.
The United Nations.
That is correct. Number 5, one of these poems states that a woman's eyes are, quote, nothing like the sun. But its volta states that the author's love remains. The fair youth is compared to a summer days, and an example of what Haas Fayetteville, Andrew.
Sonnets.
Those are sonnets. One character with this name in Squid Game is killed by the crypto YouTuber Lee Myung-yi with a fork during a brawl in the bathroom. That purple-haired rapper has what name that he shares is Haas Fayetteville, James?
Thanos.
That's correct. Number 7, these structures, transpiration rate is maintained by a waxy cuticle, and they can close guard cells around stomata to conserve water. What green plant structures are the Haas Bentonville, Audrey?
Leaves?
Yes. Number 8. These structures are described by Miller indices, and diffraction through them are described by Bragg's law. Name these materials made of repeating lattices, which are exemplified by quartz and diamond. Haas Bentonville, Shruti.
Crystals.
Yes. Question number 9. This novel was first published over the course of 3 years, and in it, Bill Sykes kills his Haas Fayetteville, James.
Oliver Twist.
That is correct. Number 10. This American folk artist is known for works with simple realism and a nostalgic atmosphere. Some of these famous works include Catching the Thanksgiving Turkey and Sugaring Off. Who is Haas Bentonville, Reese?
Grandma Moses.
It is Grandma Moses. Number 11. Annie Edson Taylor was the first person to go over this in a barrel. Haas Fayetteville, Tyler.
Niagara Falls.
It is Niagara Falls. Nicely done. Number 12. In this collection, Melchizedek compares 3 rings representing the Abrahamic religions and their equal value to Saladin. Name this collection set during a group's rural retreat to avoid the plague. Haas Fayetteville, Andrew.
The Decameron.
It is the Decameron. Yes. Number 13. One of these creatures, named Laelaps, was said to catch anything it hunted. One of these creatures, loyal to Odysseus, was the first being to recognize him and was named Haas Fayetteville, James.
Dog.
Yes. 14. Taking the dot product of a unit vector with a gradient gives the directional form of this operation. While the gradient is composed of partial forms of it, finding a tangent line often includes taking what operation that Haas Bentonville, Arush?
Derivative.
That is correct. 15. Warriors of these people, who were called berserkers, invaded England as part of the great heathen Haas Bentonville 1.
Vikings.
It is the Vikings. Could have also went Norsemen or the Danes, so any of those are good. 16. Onegin stanzas are used in this author's verse novel, The Golden Gate. In another novel by this author, Kabir refuses to show up to the wedding of Harish and Lata. What author announced the unfinished sequel, A Suitable Girl, to his novel, A Suitable Boy? Haas Bentonville, Shruti.
Rushdie.
Not what I have. All right, seeing no answer, I'm looking for Vikram Seth. All right. Number 17 is a math computation. Jake lives 6 miles away from school. If Jack walks at a speed of 5 miles per hour, how many hours does he spend a week walking to and from school if he goes to school 5 days a week? Haas Hall, Bentonville, Arush.
12 hours.
That's correct. Very fast. Yes. Number 18. Alloys of this element are called amalgams. A common unit of pressure is millimeters of this element. Haas Hall, Fayetteville, James.
Mercury.
Yes, it is. Number 19. Upon his return to this island, John White discovered that the group of 100 settlers had disappeared and found Haas Hall, Fayetteville, Tyler.
Roanoke?
It is Roanoke. And our last question of the quarter is a math computation. Distribution A has a standard deviation of 15. Distribution B has a standard deviation of 8. If the two distributions are combined, what is the standard deviation of the combined distribution? Haas Hall, Fayetteville, James.
17.
It is 17. Nicely done. And with that, we are done with our questions in our first quarter, and I see a preliminary score of Haas Hall, Fayetteville 110, Haas Hall, Bentonville 70. We will check for challenges and substitutions, and to do that, we will throw it back to Christina.
Thanks so much, Josh. Now we're going to cut away briefly to do a bit of Quiz Bowl housekeeping, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more after this.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
To escape the Nazis, 2 Jewish brothers emigrate from Germany to a Jewish settlement in Shanghai.
Messenger of the Polish people to their government. Messenger of the Jewish people.
Music was very important in my life. I don't think I would have survived if I didn't have music.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
And welcome back. Looks like there were no challenges and no substitutions, so we have a great match going, and we may as well continue it with round 2. So for that, let's go back over to the Quizmaster.
All right, so we have our same 10 players here for our second quarter, which is our bonus round. We'll be playing some toss-ups, going to 4-part bonuses, and those bonus questions have to be answered by our captains. And just so we make sure we all know, I believe James is our captain for Haas Hall Fayetteville, and Shruti is our captain for Haas Hall Bentonville. All right. So with all that information out of the way, we have a very close game. This thing could go either way very quickly in this round, so stay tuned. And let's go ahead and start round 2.
Round 2.
Our first toss-up for a bonus. This collection's narrator finds a lodge in an attempt to dodge the draft as recounted in On the Rainy River. The title objects of this collection, and Haas Hall Fayetteville, James.
The things they carried.
That is correct. Nicely done. Your bonus category that you have earned are street artists. Answer the following things about well-known street artists. Here we go. Question number 1. Name given to visual art, often unauthorized, that uses writing or drawing on public surfaces.
Graffiti.
Yes. This anonymous street artist created Girl with Balloon, a painting that self-destructed right after its auction.
Banksy.
Yes. Jean-Michel Basquiat's painting of one of these objects, Untitled, sold for $110.5 million at Sotheby's. These items are often featured in Vanitas still lifes.
Fruit.
Not what I have. And number 4, this street artist rose to prominence when he created the Hope poster for Barack Obama's 2008 presidential campaign.
Smith.
Not Smith. Not this time. So Basquiat's paintings are with skulls. And the street artist that did Barack Obama's 2008 presidential campaign poster was Shepard Fairey. So we will come back to toss-ups for both teams, and this will be a math computation. In simplest radical form, what is the length of the portion of the line y equals 4x minus 8 that lies in the fourth quadrant? Haas Hall, Bentonville, Shruti.
Infinity?
That is incorrect. Haas Hall, Fayetteville, Leo.
2 times the square root of 17.
That is correct. Nicely done. Your category is again a math computation category, and we're going to dive into the world of percentages. All right, so here we go. Question number 1, what is 12% of 200?
Oh, 24.
24?
Yes. And just to be clear, we do have 20 seconds for each of these. These are, computations. So, number 2, what is 225% of 16?
I've got 36.
Correct. Number 3, if a new laptop is $1,050 after a tax of 5%, what was its original untaxed price?
$1,000?
That's correct. And number 4, if a different laptop is $1,300 after a tax of 12%, what was its original price to the nearest dollar?
$1,456?
Not what I have. I have 1,161. Okay. However, we got 3 of 4 on that bonus round, and we'll move to toss up for both teams. This country's first lunar lander was designed for pinpoint landings and was nicknamed the Moon Sniper. In 2024, this country became the 5th. Haas Hall, Fayetteville, Tyler.
India?
It is not India. Country became the 5th to successfully complete a soft lunar landing. SLIM, or Smart Lander for Investigating Moon, was a lunar mission operated by JAXA, which is what East Asian country's aerospace exploration agency? Haas Hall, Bentonville, 1.
Japan.
It is Japan. You have earned a bonus. Poets who wrote about death. All right, so answer the following questions about poets who wrote about death. Number 1, death kindly stopped for me in this author's poem because I could not stop for death.
Emily Dickinson?
That is correct. Number 2, this poet commanded his dying father, quote, do not go gentle into that good night.
Dylan Thomas?
Correct. Number 3, the narrator sees a soldier, quote, guttering, choking, drowning in this author's anti-war poem about the old lie. Dulce in decorum est. This author himself died in World War I.
Williams?
That's incorrect. And number 4, this poet described, quote, thoughts of the last bitter hour and where thy pale form was laid in a meditation on death titled Thanatopsis.
Bryant?
Bryant is correct. Dulce in decorum est was written by Wilfred Owen. Right? So 3 of 4. And this will potentially be our last toss-up for our 4th and final bonus round. Paula Strasberg coached this actress on set, including on one Billy Wilder movie where she played a character named Sugar. What actress was married to Arthur Miller? Haas Hall, Fayetteville, Andrew.
Marilyn Monroe.
It is Marilyn Monroe. And your bonus will be answer some questions about the conflict in Syria. Right. Question 1. This country lost its proxy when Syria's dictator was overthrown in December 2024, partially due to the attention Vladimir Putin put on the war in Ukraine.
Russia?
Yes. Number 2, this ruler was backed by Russia and fled there after rebel forces captured Damascus.
Assad?
Yes. Number 3, the offensive that captured Damascus started with the seizure of this city, Syria's second largest and the site of a chemical weapons attack early during the Civil War.
Aleppo.
That is correct. And number 4, with al-Assad gone, this Islamist organization has begun to take control of the levers of power, despite it still being declared a terrorist organization by the UN.
Defer to Caden. HTS.
That is correct. Nicely done. And that is the end of our second quarter. Do we have any challenges? No? All right, seeing no challenges, I have a score of Haas Hall Fayetteville 185, Haas Hall Bentonville 95. Still anybody's game as we move into our lightning round. So I will give you some lightning round choices for you guys to decide during our next housekeeping time. So Haas Hall Bentonville, you will have first choice. You could choose Stabby Road. Given a date and a country, identify the person who is the victim of a successful or attempted assassination. Or you could be taking World 404 error, future not found. Given a brief description of a novel, answer the following about dystopian literature. Or big shocker, don't cross the streams. Answer the following questions on electromagnetism. So we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping with your decisions, and let's throw this back to Christina.
Some very fascinating categories there. And while the teams strategize, we're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
There is no power greater than that of the people.
There will be chaos if this continues.
It's a revolt. Oh no, sire. It's a revolution.
Zukunft der Krone liegt in dir. Da droht ein Bürgerkrieg.
Du spielst mit dem Feuer.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
It's primetime on your time. Get more of your primetime favorites each weekday starting at 1:30 following our PBS Kids programs. Catch up on all the programs you love, including Exploring Arkansas, Nature, Antiques Roadshow, Arkansas Week, British Favorites, Mysteries, and more, beginning at 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. See the full schedule and all the ways to watch at myarkansaspbs.org/watch.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Have scientists been manipulating the data?
We need crisis management advice.
You say it, it'll sound true.
It is true.
What do they crave more than money?
Information.
I don't intend to run this team like she did. Yeah, I can. Case is closed.
I'd say it's game on.
Game on indeed.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
No matter what age you are.
And we are back for the lightning round. The teams have made their choices, so now let's turn it over to our quiz master for round 3.
All right, during our break, we found we have no challenges, and we chose some categories. So Haas Hall Bentonville had first choice, and they decided to play with the dystopian literature of the future not found. And Haas Hall Fayetteville has countered with Stabby Road and assassinations. So this is our 60-second lightning round where we're going to answer 10 items and as fast as we can. Answers have to come from our captain. Shruti, are you still acting as captain for this round? Yes. Perfect. All right, so Haas Hall Bentonville. World 404 error, future not found. Are we ready to start? Yeah. We ready to start round 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Round 3.
There it is. All right, so given a brief description of a novel, answer the following about dystopian literature. All right, here we go. Author who depicted a society led by Big Brother in 1984.
Orwell.
Ray Bradbury novel which Guy Montag burns books.
Fahrenheit 451.
Girl from District 12 who fights other tributes to the death in the
Katniss Everdeen.
Novel by Emily St. John Mandel where the Georgia flu kills most of the population.
The Plague.
No. Pulitzer Prize winner by Cormac McCarthy about a father and son.
The Road.
Novel about Alex and his droogs who engage in ultra-violence and speak NADSAT.
A Clockwork Orange.
Author who wrote about human cloning for organ transplants in Never Let Me Go.
Ishiguro.
Author of the young adult novel The Giver.
Lowry.
Author who wrote about 7-2521 in Anthem.
Atwood.
No. Ernest Cline novel which Wade Watts plays as Parzival in the virtual world Oasis.
Ready Player One.
That's correct. Okay. All right, good job. I have had that you got 8 of those correct. And I will be passing over number 4 and number 9 over to Haas Hall, Fayetteville. So, answers from James when you're ready. Novel by Emily St. John Mandel where the Georgia flu kills most of the population.
The Flu.
That's also incorrect. And author who wrote about 7-2521 in Anthem.
Atwood.
Also incorrect. The Georgia flu kills most of the population is Station 11. And Anne Rand wrote Anthem. All right. So, we will now turn to Haas Hall, Fayetteville. Stabby Road. Given a date and a country, identify the person who was the victim of a successful or attempted assassination. James giving me answers? All right. You ready? All right, here we go. June 28th, 1914, Austria-Hungary.
Franz Ferdinand.
November 22nd, 1963, USA.
JFK.
August 21st, 1940, Mexico.
Trotsky.
February 21st, 1965, USA.
Malcolm X.
March 30th, 1981, USA.
Reagan.
December 27th, 1923, Japan.
Hirohito.
Yes. December 29th, 1170, England.
Richard III.
No. May 21st, 1991, India.
Gandhi.
Prompt.
Indira.
Incorrect. December 27th, 2007, Pakistan.
Bhutto.
December 8th, 1980, USA.
John Lennon.
Yes. Good job. With a category like Stabby Road,
you know what?
You would think maybe there might be a Lennon reference. All right. So I have 2 coming across to Haas Hall, Bentonville, number 7 and number 8. So answers from Shruti. Here we go. December 29th, 1170, England.
It's not William the Conqueror.
Answer,
Stephen.
please. That's incorrect. And May 21st, 1991, India.
Mohandas Gandhi.
Also incorrect. December 29th, 1170 in England is St. Thomas a Becket. Oh. And May 21st, 1991, India is Rajiv Gandhi. All right. So that will do it for our lightning round. We have a score right now of 265 for Haas Hall Fayetteville, 175 Haas Hall Bentonville. We're going to check for challenges and do some substitutions. And while we do that, let's toss it over to Christina.
Thank you, Josh, and stay with us because we will be right back after this short break.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Explore the vital connection between humans and nature.
In this new era, we can restore ecosystems.
What we do and the things we create over the next few decades will shape all minds going forward for the rest of time.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
The future of Arkansas PBS, its programs, and its irreplaceable purpose all rest on a strong foundation of community support. Help us continue to impact lives for generations to come. Keep good going with a tax-deductible donation of just $5 a month. Visit myarpbs.org/donate to learn more.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
They went straight from the trains to the gas chambers.
Could the Allies have done anything to destroy the extermination camp?
That is awesome.
That is really something.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
For more than 50 years, Arkansas PBS has been a trusted resource. Our high-quality programs are seen by viewers in every corner of our state, making on-air sponsorship a solid investment. Aligning your business with Arkansas PBS offers a powerful blend of community engagement, corporate philanthropy, and cause marketing. And our viewers remember and appreciate businesses that support our programs. Contact us today for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
Hello once again, and we are in the middle of a challenge, and we have our expert Walter Woody here to explain a little bit about what's going on. What have you been able to find out?
Well, they're challenging, I think, the pronunciation or explanation of the answer given. There's many different ways you can challenge. You can challenge an alternate answer, or the answer they gave may be incorrect, or total mispronunciation of a word. So, and the teams have 5 minutes to introduce their challenge, and then once it goes there, any counter challenges also have to be presented at the same time. And then it goes to the judges, and then they'll make a determination of whether the challenge is accepted, which would take away the 10 points, or if it was denied, which would keep the score as it is.
So I'm curious, we've been at this since 9 o'clock this morning with several matches going on, and this is actually our first challenge. Is that unique? Is that common? Is it uncommon?
It just depends. Sometimes teams will answer one way, and then we'll have an alternate answer. But, you know, when you have good questions, and over the years, most of these tournaments, the questions are well written, and the teams do a really good job with answering. So it just depends on the situation of the tournament and whether or not challenges they think are warranted.
And how about with regard to strategy? Is there ever a time that it's good to challenge, or maybe even not to challenge?
Well, there's different times in different situations. I mean, here, if you're either trying to gain a point, because in this situation, if it turns out it's wrong, they could be presented, the other team that won the challenge could be presented an alternate question and get to bounce back for that answer. And so, you know, it just depends on how that plays. I mean, if it's a really tight game, you want to get those points back to either get closer or to pull away and to have a bigger lead.
And let's talk a little bit about these teams, a little background and how they've been doing here today.
Well, these two teams played in the regional. I believe Haas Bentonville defeated Haas Fayetteville in the regionals, but both teams came in. I think Haas was 10-0 in the postseason regionals and state, and Haas Fayetteville's 9-1. So these two are very quality teams. They have great programs. I mean, they've combined for 13 state titles since around 2006. So they're two of the top programs in 3A by far.
And talk a little bit about just the work that goes into this, not just for the students, the coaches, everybody involved.
Oh, you're starting, I mean, first day of school, the first week of school, you're already trying to gather who wants to try out, who wants to be on the team. Then you're already, you know, usually most schools across the state, they're having coaches meetings by Labor Day, or in that neighborhood, you're scheduling matches, tournaments. Of most schools that are hosting tournaments already have them announced, and teams are registering for them. So it is a year-long process.
It is. Well, we congratulate everyone for even just getting here, but it sounds like the challenge has been resolved. So we want to head over to the quiz master to find out how the judges ruled.
All right, so our challenge was on question number 6 of our dystopian novels. And the challenge was that the answer Clockwork Orange was mispronounced as Clock of Orange, which is what was heard by the judges on the other side. And so what will happen here is 10 points will be removed from Haas Hall Bentonville, and because it was a first choice answer, Haas Hall Fayetteville would be given a chance of a bounce back for a 1 item for 6 seconds on the clock to be able to be as a bounce back. All right, so James, Here's going to be your information, and the clock will start once I'm finished the clue. Right? Kurt Vonnegut's short story in which people are given mental and physical handicaps so everyone is equal.
Harrison Bergeron.
That's correct. So at this point, our scores are slightly different now. We have 275 for Haas Hall Fayetteville and 165 for Haas Hall Bentonville. I know both teams were wanting to do some substitutions. So if we can go ahead and throw that back to Christina while we get our substitutions here, that would be what we probably should do.
Okay. Thank you so much. And once again, stick around with us because we will be right back after this.
I love it. I love it.
We're on the precipice of a great discovery.
I love it.
Welcome!
Whoa, Nelly!
Let's set this palace on fire.
I love it.
Welcome to the News Hour.
What does it mean politically?
I love it. Oh. Fasten your seatbelt. I love it. I love it.
Delighted to hear it. You make a good team.
So we had a challenge that needed to be resolved. We've had some substitutions, but with that, we can now begin round 4. So for that, we head back over to the quiz master. Take it away, Josh.
All right, so going into our fourth quarter, we have a couple substitutions. Anna Ruth has joined us over here on Haas Hall Fayetteville, and Arush has come back in for Haas Hall Bentonville. I believe everyone else is still in place, and so we will go ahead and do our fourth quarter, which is 20 toss-ups. So if everyone is ready, let's begin round 4.
Round 4.
All right, here we go. This man, who lost his right arm at the Battle of Seven Pines, was the leader of a Reconstruction-era agency called the Freedmen's Bureau. Kamala Harris attended an HBCU in Washington, D.C., named Haas Hall Fayetteville. James.
Howard.
Howard is correct. Number 2, to establish this bacteria's danger, Barry Marshall drank a Haas Hall Fayetteville. James.
Clostridium.
Not what I have. Drank a broth containing it. This bacteria decreases its environment's acidity by inhibiting parietal cell activity. What helical bacteria causes gastritis and stomach ulcers? Haas Hall Bentonville. Reese.
E. coli.
Not what I have. It's H. pylori or Helicobacter pylori. Number 3. The Euler line passes through these shapes: centroids, circumcenters, and Haas Hall Bentonville. Arush.
Triangles.
Yes, it is. Number 4. A former chairman of this institution implemented policies Volcker shock to end high inflation in the 1980s. Jerome Powell is the current leader. Haas Hall Fayetteville. James.
Federal Reserve.
That's correct. Number 5. This author wrote about Agnes, a daughter of the Vedic god Indra, who descends to Earth in a dream play. In another play by this author, Jean wishes to open a hotel in Lugano and later hands the protagonist a shaving razor. The title character presumably commits suicide in what Swedish playwrights Miss Haas Hall Fayetteville. Andrew.
Ibsen.
Not Ibsen. Playwrights Miss Julie. Haas Hall Bentonville. Reese.
Strindberg.
Correct. Nicely done. Number 6 is a math computation. What is the dot product of vectors 5, 3, 7 with the vector 4, 9, 2? Haas Hall Bentonville. Arush.
75, 45, 90.
That's incorrect. Okay. The buzzer did not get cleared. I did see Anna Ruth trying to buzz in, so I'm going to recognize Haas Hall Fayetteville. Anna Ruth.
20, 27, 14.
If you had added those 3 numbers together, you would have gotten 61, which was the correct answer. So no points for either team. All right. So, toss-ups for both sides. Here we go, number 7. Okay, so number 7. A thinker from this country formulated the is-ought distinction and noted the common idea of causation is similar to constant conjunction. An invisible hand guiding markets was formulated by a thinker from what home country? Haas, Bentonville, Reese.
Scotland.
It is from Scotland, yes. Number 8. A law formulated by this man based on the conservation of angular momentum states that a line between a planet and the sun, Haas, Bentonville, Reese.
Kepler.
It is Kepler. Number 9. This figure created the Spartoi from the teeth of a dragon he killed that was sacred, Haas, Fayetteville, Tyler.
Cadmus.
It is Cadmus. Number 10. Mary Pereira gives this character to a Muslim family after this character is born with telepathic powers at the exact moment of India's independence. Name this narrator and protagonist of the novel Midnight's Children. Haas, Fayetteville, Andrew.
Salim Sinai.
Say it one more time for me.
Salim Sinai.
That's correct. Number 11 is a math computation. What is the measure of each interior angle in a regular 20-gon? Haas, Bentonville, Shruti.
162 degrees.
That's correct. Number 12. This country boasts the most FIFA Men's World Cup victories. Haas, Fayetteville, Caden.
Brazil.
It is Brazil. Number 13. Once one of the largest religions in the world, this faith worships Ahura Mazda using towers of silence. Haas, Fayetteville, James.
Baha'ism.
That's incorrect. Towers of Silence, this group performs sky burials. Name this monotheistic religion founded 3,500 years ago in Persia. Haas, Bentonville, 1.
Zoroastrianism.
Judges? You say it again for me, please?
Zoroastrianism.
I cannot accept that. Yeah, you'd already both attempted, yeah. So clear, please. Zoroastrianism. Had an extra syllable in there. All right, number 14. These structures name a chamber used to discover the positron and the muon. Nimbostratus is a type of what atmospheric? Haas, Bentonville, Arush.
Cloud.
Yes.
Good job.
15. This author describes the title professor's dismissal from Wayndale College in his novel Penin. Charles Kinbote and John Shade appear in the novel Pale Fire by what Russian-American author? Haas, Fayetteville, Andrew.
Nabokov.
Yes. 16. This experiment was performed in 1909 at Ryerson Physical Laboratory at the University of Chicago. Name this experiment that proved that the elementary electric charge. It was performed by Robert Millikan. Haas, Bentonville, Arush.
The oil drop experiment.
That's correct. Timeout. All right. So during our timeout, we will throw this to Christina and we'll allow the coaches to talk with their teams.
All right, thank you very much. And as he said, we do have a timeout, so we are going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. The game continues after this.
I would have never known the things I know now without that program. It really helped me advance my opportunity to this career field.
Really gives them a fast forward, a good track to be able to come into the technical trades.
To celebrate the first of 5 brand new transmitters that will broaden our signal coverage to just under 100% of Arkansas. We are committed to helping the youngest Arkansans prepare for kindergarten and for life.
Education is everything, and if we can teach our children, to get out there and make the most of that, that's great. So I'm just proud to do my part.
I'm gonna, and I will first say.
This is the first step to reforming our Arkansas, taking the effort to understanding each other's struggles and making them our own.
Everyone repeat after me. We have a voice.
could not reach our souls. Pause.
That is utterly remarkable.
Whales coming up?
Hold on.
This is huge.
Here we go.
The more whales you have, the healthier the ocean is.
They're the biggest land animals that have ever existed.
The most special thing is going somewhere that nobody ever has before.
It's perfect.
People are more interested than ever in discovering how their food is grown. Meet farmers from diverse backgrounds, all growing top specialty crops from tomatoes to persimmons to olive oil, from dates in the desert to fresh vegetables on California's coast. We'll learn about how they're all part of a nutritious diet and show you ways to turn them into delicious dishes for the family. It's all part of a new season of America's Heartland.
Tomorrow morning at 11.
For more than 50 years, Arkansas PBS has been a trusted resource. Our high-quality programs are seen by viewers in every corner of our state, making on-air sponsorship a solid investment. Aligning your business with Arkansas PBS offers a powerful blend of community engagement, corporate philanthropy, and cause marketing. And our viewers remember and appreciate businesses that support our programs. Contact us today for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
And welcome back. Our timeout has been completed, so we head back over to the quiz master to continue the round.
All right, so after our timeout, both teams decided to do many substitutions. So I'd like to welcome a lot of players to the stage. For Haas Hall Fayetteville, we have John David and Nathan and Caden and Dom, who has come in. And on Haas Hall Bentonville, we have Henri and Ansh. Yes, and Reese has moved to the center spot, and then we have Rush and Ming joining us as well. No? Okay, so we will be starting up on question 16. So we have 5 more questions to go on this game. And let's continue. Question number 16 was the one I already answered. So we're going to start on question number 17. I almost asked you a question you might have just heard. This mountain and its Klein counterpart both overlook Zermatt in the Pennine Range. The chocolate Toblerone depicts what mountain on the border? Haas Hall Bentonville, Reese.
The Alps.
That's incorrect. On the border of Italy and Switzerland, which is notoriously challenging to call. Haas Hall Fayetteville, James.
Matterhorn?
It is the Matterhorn. Number 18. Grant Nelson transferred to Alabama from this school, whose football team has won the most FCS championships in the country. What school's football team, nicknamed the Bison? Haas Hall Bentonville, Rush.
Buffalo?
Not what I have. Plays in the Fargo Dome. Haas Hall Fayetteville, John D.
Harding?
No, it's North Dakota State. Well, Division II action. No, SFCS, not Division II. 1A. This poem describes a starry dynamo in the machinery of night and repeats the phrase, quote, I'm with you in Rockland. What poem opens by describing, quote, the best minds of my generation destroyed Haas Hall Fayetteville, James?
How?
Yes. And our last question of this quarter. This composer's friendship with Auguste Franchomme inspired a G minor work titled Sonata for Cello and Piano. Many mazurkas and polonaises were written by what composer of the Raindrop Prelude and Minuet Waltz, a pianist? Haas Hall Bentonville, Audrey.
Chopin.
That is correct. And that is the end of my questions. Do we have any challenges? No. So with that, I have a score of Haas Hall Fayetteville 355, Haas Hall Bentonville 245, and so our 3A champion this year will be Haas Hall Fayetteville, and our runner-up will be Haas Hall Bentonville. Congratulations to both teams. So we'll be right back, but first let's take a moment. Oh, that's not mine. Let's go ahead and throw it to Christina.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you, Josh. Like you said, congratulations to both teams. It was a well-fought match. We will be right back, but first, let's take a moment to recognize some of our winning junior high teams. And welcome back. I'm here with Josh Duggins, president of Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association, and we've got some awards to hand out.
So another great game.
Yes.
I'm so proud of these teams. So we have our Class 3A runner-up,
Yes.
Haas Hall, Bentonville.
Round of applause. Congratulations.
And the big one, our Class 3A state champions, Haas Hall.
Round of applause. And I believe you have more announcements and awards to give out.
Yes. So we have our MVP from Haas Hall, Fayetteville. It is James.
Yay, right behind you.
And our other members that are here that are also going to be on the all-tournament team. From Bentonville, we have Sharuthi. From Haas Hall, Fayetteville, we have Tyler. From Haas Hall, Bentonville, we have Arush. And last but not least, we have from Haas Hall, Fayetteville, Andrew. And we do, there should be a graphic on your screen with the other all-tournament team members that are not present in the room. And one of those people is actually our high point player for the division. It is Anant Borad from Maumelle Charter.
Congratulations, round of applause. Well, thank you all very much and congratulations. And we also have another scholarship recipient, so I'm going to bring in our friends of Quiz Bowl for that announcement.
Thank you very much. I also wanted to add, this is our final scholarship of the day. We had the most applications this year, so we're very happy about that. This one's sponsored by Precise. We were able to get some sponsors again this year. We're very much appreciative to Precise for this. So could I get Reese Smith up here?
Thank you.
Here you go, Reese. This is some things that are said about you. Reese supports her team by making study decks, helps create supportive environment on the team, works fundraisers, recruits for a Quiz Bowl team, and you'll be attending the University of Arkansas this fall. What are you going to be majoring in?
I'm undeclared right now, actually.
Undeclared. That's a good major. That's a good major. She is led by Coach Anjanette Levings.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you
congratulations.
very much.
Very high thing, big things said about you. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you for participating. What a great match it was. And that means it's 5 down and 2 more matches to go. Up next, we have the 2A state championship with Haas Hall Rogers taking on Hazen Hornets. That's coming up in just a few minutes right here live on Arkansas PBS.